Hi everybody, welcome back to the Pixar Cars Thomas and Friends fan channel. I finally had a chance to watch the movie Frozen last night, and as a tribute to Frozen, we went out to buy some toys, and they don't have any in our community. We're so far away from the big cities, we don't get any toys till later on. So as a tribute to Olaf, we're going to use a picture of Olaf we found and try and build him out of Play-Doh. Now I wasn't sure if I had enough white Play-Doh, so I dug through my box, and sure enough, there's all kinds, enough to make Olaf. We need some white, some black, and some orange for his nose. So Olaf is pretty neat. He's like a snowman with a bigger head than a body. And he comes apart a lot, which is good because a lot of my Play-Doh creations, they come apart pretty easy. So I'm going to start with making the feet from Olaf out of 2 white balls of Play-Doh. And then the body, which is the bigger part, and where his arms go in, it's smaller and his head's kind of big. So we'll start with the 2 feet first, and then the body. And we have a nice big ball of white Play-Doh here to start. So let's get working on his feet right now. There we go. There's 2 nice sized balls of white Play-Doh. Round them off and kind of flatten them so they look kind of plump. Now we'll take a spot for his body. Now the body starts off round, but we're going to work it down, compress it a bit, and make it a little wider so it fits on top of his feet. Just like that. That looks pretty good. Now the upper part of his body is kind of small, so we'll use a smaller ball for that. That's a good size there. But you see he just rolled off his legs just now and rolled away. So he's already falling apart on me. So I'm going to shape that to go on top of his body. There, he's back together and he's looking pretty good so far. Now I'll work on his head. That's the hardest part. So a big blob of red and try and mold it to the shape. That looks like a good size right there. Now I'll work that. It's like an upside down head. Like he's not round, it's kind of a funny shape. Watch. Kind of weird. Anyway, we'll figure that out. Okay, here's what I have so far for his head. Oh, there he goes. He's falling apart already. There, I got part of his face developed now. I got his jaw cut out. Whoops, there goes his head again. Okay, now I'm going to line the inside of his mouth with black Play-Doh. And then I'll work on his eyes up here. So I got some black Play-Doh, and I'm going to roll it flat with my roller and cut it to fit inside his mouth. There, that looks like the inside of his mouth. Now I can work on the buttons on his 2 parts of his body. There's 1 button on the small piece and 2 on the other piece. So we'll use those 3 pieces right here. Okay, let's put them in. Here goes. Now I don't want these buttons to fall out. I'll make a small little hole right there and push the black in so the buttons don't fall out. See what I mean? There, just like that. Oops, he's still falling over on me. Okay, so now I'm going to try and get the eyes on. Now as you can see, the eyes are little black eyebrows on them. Little tiny black spots for eyes and some white in the middle. So I'll work on that right now. I'm going to take a little bit of black and roll it flat as I can and cut it for his eyebrows. That'll be the first thing I'll do. There's his eyebrows there. Now we'll try and do the eyes. So far we took the 2 little strips and made 2 eye sockets for him. Now we can put the black dots in the middle for the eyeballs. There, now Olaf's head can see. Now we need some black twigs for the top of his head. So I'm just going to take some more black Play-Doh and roll it really, really long and skinny like a little snake and make tiny holes in the top of his head and put them in. There, now we have the twigs in. And the funny thing about Olaf, when we first saw him in the movie, he didn't have a nose. It was only when Anna saw him on the ground in pieces, she grabbed a carrot and pushed it in for a nose. He goes, "Ooh, I like this." And he pushed it through the back of his head and the front of his head. Let's get to orange now and make a nice nose. So I got the orange Play-Doh. And I'm going to roll the little ball first and then shape it like a carrot. Well, that looks like a pretty good job for a carrot. Maybe a bit too round or too thick. I may have to make it a little bit smaller. Let's try it out. There we go. I'm going to install that into his face between his eyes. I'm going to make a small hole first. I don't want that carrot to fall out. There, that came really good. Now let's install the head and then we'll make the arms. So far so good. Now his arms are black twigs. So we're going to use 2 toothpicks. I'm going to cover them with black Play-Doh. There's a toothpick and put them in. Let's see how that works out. There's 1 arm. And we'll make the other one. And there's the other one. Now let's install them onto Olaf's body and see how he looks. So there you have it, everybody. Our Disney Frozen Olaf. Almost like the one in the movie. Hang on, look over here. See? There's a video of him. And there is our Play-Doh Olaf. Now there's many different faces of Olaf in the movie. First of all, who knows that when he was first discovered he didn't have a nose? I told you that already. Now also, there's one scene where his head is on upside down. He falls apart in so many different pieces. There's another scene where his head's being held on by his arms, and he's still falling over on me. Oh, he's always in pieces, and more often than not in the movie he was all over the place in different pieces, which is good because my creations kind of fall apart anyway, so that worked out well. One more look at Olaf all together before we dismantle him and put him back in the jars. Good job. What do you think, guys? Thanks for watching, I appreciate that. Have a great day. This is our tribute to Disney Frozen Olaf. And when we get some more characters, we'll make some more. Have a great day.